Hi everyone, it's Jo Carter here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing the Try a Chapter Challenge. I've just done an unhaul and my bookshelves look so nice. I'm so excited to be achieving my goal, and I'm so happy to have this nearly one shelf, but I'm calling it a one shelf TBR. I do have a couple of books on my TBR for a couple of months down here, my monthly one, that are not obviously contained up here, but still, it is one shelf. Oh my gosh, guys. So part of that unhaul is that I had 3 books that I put on my maybe pile that I'm going to be reading a chapter of them, or 20 pages depending on how big the chapter is, and then I'm going to see whether I want to keep or unhaul them. I've got Stray by Vincent, which is a shapeshifter new adult novel, I'm pretty sure. I'm still hoping that this is good, that it'll be something fun and easy to read, but I'm just a little bit worried that the guys in this, or even the main character, is going to drive me bonkers, so I'm going to try a chapter and see. Then I've got An Ordinary Man by Rusesabagina. I don't know, I'm sorry, I'll put the text up here. This is a non-fiction. I don't know whether it's in his point of view. Yes, it is. So it's him. It's first person. He's telling his story about how, I'm pretty sure, he had some gangsters come into his hotel that were really dangerous people, and he hid a bunch of civilians to make sure that they wouldn't get killed, and he had to do this for a couple of weeks. So I am interested in it, but I am going to read the first chapter or 20 pages to see whether I gel with it or not, and whether I'll be looking forward to it and will enjoy it or not. And then I've got Prisoners in the Palace by Michaela MacColl. This is a fiction book about, I'm pretty sure, being the prisoners of the palace. I think it's about the maid in Queen Victoria's palace. Don't quote me on that though. So I'm going to read this. I picked it up because I was really intrigued by the back cover of it. The front cover I'm a little bit on, but the back cover I thought was really interesting because it's like a newspaper, but I literally know nothing about this book, so I'm going to read the first chapter, see if I'm interested or not, and see if it'll put a good sparkle on this to continue to be on my TBR. So I'll be back once I've done that with all of these. I'm back and I've read the first chapter of 3 of these. So Prisoners of the Palace I'm going to keep. It's a really easy writing style, and I think I'm really going to enjoy the journey. The first chapter basically involved, I didn't even read the first chapter, I was already interested so far, but the main character is called Lisa, and her family has passed away, and because it's back in Queen Victoria's day, which I believe was the 1800s or something like that, I'll put it up here, she had hoped to live with her family for a while and then go into society and find a husband to marry and go live with him. As it turns out, her parents have died and her father has left her with some debt to pay off, and she's just going to, I stopped reading it when she was going to apply to be a lady in waiting for the young Princess Victoria, who's 17 at this time. So I'm interested to see how this one goes, and I'm really enjoying the writing style. I think it's easy to read through. I'm also going to keep An Ordinary Man. I only read probably about 3 pages of the introduction, where Paul is just sort of summarising the conflict in his country, but already his writing style was really interesting. It seems like the reason that this war was going on in his country, where he was trying to protect all the people in his hotel, is that one part of the country, I don't know if like they're actually different races or something. Apparently back in the day, one of them used to be really tall and wiry and the other used to be really stocky and short, but you can't really tell that anymore. But there is still people see the distinction, and one side was arguing with the other for no apparent reason, and it's just, I think it'll be a really interesting story, and I'm really gelling with how Paul is writing it, so I'm gonna read that and I think it'll be good. But I am going to get rid of Stray by Vincent. I read nearly the whole chapter. I read about 18 pages and I just couldn't, I think, unfortunately, even though I still think that I have faith in the new adult genre and that people need to get past the fact that it's all about paranormal romance, but I didn't like some of the ways that the main character was phrasing things. What was her name again? Faith. The main character's name is Faith. But I had a feeling about this book now that, so when I first got it, I was really, really excited to read it. I was keen. It's such a gorgeous cover. I thought I'd really enjoy it. I thought it was going to be like a Charlene Harris book and enjoyed it in that way. But I've had a bad feeling about it for most of this year when I've been thinking about really reading down my TBR pile. I didn't really like the way, so the start of the book that I read is that she is an American girl in college. She's a shifter. She turns into a tabby cat, I think, and she belongs to a pride, but she's gone out of that because she wants to be away from her dad for whatever reason. I'm not sure yet. But so she's walking around the campus and someone's going to attack her and she's just having all these thoughts about stuff. But her thoughts, it's in first person. And in one particular, I wasn't really gelling with Rachel's writing style anyway, so I wasn't really finding it interesting, but she's being really stereotypical about a bunch of women. Like, she's talking about like this pink-clad sorority girls that just want to become trophy wives, and I'm just not about that anymore. I know that there are people out there like that, but I think it's really, I'm just over the whole, oh, I'm a cool girl, like I'm gonna judge this whole bunch of really beautiful looking women because, like, I just want to be cool. I'm not about that anymore. I don't want to read it. I think it's really judgy, and it's like, well, hey, how about all these women, like, I bet you they all have personalities and wants and hopes and dreams, and if they just want to find a nice husband who's going to take care of them, that's fine. Maybe they just want to raise kids, or maybe, one wants to be a novelist, or maybe one wants to be a gardener, or an event planner, like, or a doctor. Like, I'm over the stereotypes. Like, I don't want to read main characters who are so judgy just when they're trying to appear cool and edgy, and I'm over it. So this one, I'm gonna not DNF, well, I guess, because I read a couple pages, but I'm gonna unhaul this one too. So that, I believe, will leave me with, I was at 38, I think, so that would leave me with 37. So I'm gonna do my Goodreads thing and get rid of the stuff on here, but I'll put in here what my number is, but I'm pretty sure, based on my previous video, my number is going to be 37, which is insane. It is insane, and I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and I'm really keen for reading, and I'm really keen to get them done, but I'm also really keen to explore the stories, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that people introduced me to DNFing and unholing. If you don't do them yet, maybe you're not ready to, but just, like, maybe piles are fantastic, and KonMariing, where you take everything off, is fantastic because it gets you out of the funk, out of its place, and it just makes it so much easier. So I totally recommend if you're wanting to get your TBR down. And I'm so excited because I reckon next year I'm going to be doing 2 really fun things. The first one being I'm going to continue all these series in all the bookshelves here that my camera is sitting on at the moment. I've got like all these series that I want to continue, and all these authors if I've already finished a series and I want to explore more by them. But then I also want to do a review project, so nearly every book on my shelf that doesn't have a review on Goodreads, I want to reread it. If I don't want to reread it, is it because I don't need to keep it anymore? Is it not something that I love? But I'm so excited because that'll be next year, so it'll still be probably another 12 months away. But I'm so excited because it's so much closer than I thought it was going to be. So thanks everybody for watching. Let me know how your TBR is going. Is this something you're wanting to do or not? But thanks so much, and I'll see you guys again next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this, and I'll see you again later. Bye!